Good morning, Enid. It is Thursday, September 3rd. Kind of a pleasant 68 degrees outside this morning under a mostly clear sky, but high today is going to be 97. Grab a cup of coffee and join us for we think is the fastest 30 minutes of the morning from 7:30 all the way to 8 o'clock. I'm Steve Kime. Thanks for joining us.
Good morning, Enid. I'm Sara, DelAngel.
We have a great show today. A dear friend of mine from the past, I won't say how many years I've known our special guest, but she's here today. What else we got going on, Sara?
Well, we have a lot of information, like always. We want you guys to be up to date with everything that's going on in Enid. We thank you for welcoming into your homes this morning, and we're glad you're joining us. And now it's time to rise and shine, Enid.
Thank you, A.J. Wells. Good morning, everyone, and good morning, Enid. Again, September 3rd. Well, we're moving along. August was a blur. I long for the August weather we had. Wasn't that great?
Yes, yes.
You know,
It's coming soon, though. It'll be here before we know it, and then we'll be begging for summer again.
We had some of those 60-degree mornings and stuff, and typically August is 147 degrees and miserable and 31 long days, but boy, it just really went quick, and here we are a day before my birthday.
Big days tomorrow,
Big days tomorrow. As my daughter says, Dad, you're old as trees. So I'm not sure what that means, but anyway. We also have another person on staff that has a birthday tomorrow.
Yes, Raquel, correct?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Raquel.
Yeah, she turns 16 tomorrow, so we want to say congratulations to Raquel. She'll be with us later on this morning. 16, do you remember that day?
No, actually I don't.
We're glad that you're with us. Again, we have a great show for you this morning. And well, speaking of the weather, again, we have mostly clear skies, 68 degrees. And for you pilots that are watching, the winds out of the south-southeast around 8 miles per hour. But it's going to be a hot one, Sara. High today around 97 degrees. And speaking of forecast and hot weather, I think you have some not so good news for us.
Yes, that's right. We're looking at a very hot weekend, but overall, I think it's still going to be a pretty nice weekend. It's not going to go past 100, so I'm thinking you and Raquel could make some really nice plans with this weather for your birthday.
You know, it was always hot. You know, I always felt like I was a Labor Day kid, and back in the olden days, you know, school did not start for us way back in the land run days, you know, when we went to school. And it was always, we always started school around my birthday, so that was kind of a neat thing. But it was always around Labor Day. So anyway, enough of the history lesson. Look at that sunrise this morning.
It was beautiful. It's beautiful.
Sun's coming up in the east, so
Yes, yes.
yeah, that's what you're supposed to say. It's beautiful. So we got the forecast out of the way. Keep in mind, with Labor Day, I mentioned our city offices, I believe, will be closed next Monday. Is that the 7th?
Yes, that's Monday, September the 7th. That's our Labor Day, and our offices will be closed. The public library will also be closed. We also have, I believe we have a graphic for the EPTA. EPTA will also be closed Monday, September 7th. Reservations for Tuesday, September 8th will be made at 4 p.m. on Friday, or will be taken in on Friday the 4th. Solid waste will also not be running the presidential route on Monday. The makeup
Sara,
day will be...
Excuse me to interrupt, but I get calls and I get conversations all the time. How does this green poly cart thing work on the holidays?
On holiday weeks, you basically put out your green container along with your regular trash container on the day that your regular trash gets picked up. In this case, Monday's a holiday. Our makeup day will fall on Wednesday, which means customers that get their trash picked up on Monday will place both their green and their blue containers out on Wednesday.
But it only impacts the Monday folks, right?
Correct,
So,
yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I've tried to explain that, and sometimes it gets confusing, or I get dizzy trying to explain it. But Sara knows, because she is the solid waste queen, right?
Yes. The landfill will be open that day. It will be shorter hours, 7 to 2, and our recycle drop site will also be closed that day.
Okay. Very good. Thank you, Sara. Good morning, Enid. It's 7:35. Again, holding steady at 68 degrees. Going to be a hot one, high today around 97. To find out what happened overnight in the state, we've got Derrick, Silas in today with the Oklahoma Minute.
Good morning, Enid. This is your Oklahoma Minute. The Oklahoma City Council adopted a policy for police use of body-worn cameras. A pilot program will begin soon to test 100 cameras. Because of an increase in births beginning in 2008, Enid Public Schools is focusing on a 2016 bond program totaling $64.6 million to prepare for an increase in students for the 2023 fiscal year and to obtain a multi-purpose wellness center, new fine arts facilities, classrooms, new transportation fleets, and an early childhood campus. OG&E announced that residential customers should save about $5 a month because of lower natural gas prices. Today, Oklahoma State University will be playing Central Michigan at 6 p.m., and that will be in Michigan. Saturday, OU will be playing Akron in Norman at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, Enid Plainsmen will play the Wildcats in Ponca City at 7 p.m., and the Chisholm Longhorns will play the O'King Whippets in Enid at 7 p.m. Oh, and I almost forgot. I want to give a shout out to Raquel Gramillo for her birthday. She becomes legal tomorrow. And the speed limit will be changing from 59 to 60 tomorrow for Steve Kime. Happy birthday for you also.
And of course, he's off about 5, 6, 7 years, but thank you, Penn, for that compliment. I'm 72 tomorrow.
And that's the Oklahoma Minute.
Ladies and gentlemen, there's probably more news or more information that you wanted to know, and I really appreciate that birthday, but you just got the numbers wrong, man. It's 48.
Well,
so,
once again.
yeah, so what do we do now after all of that?
I didn't know it was such a big day for you. Big 60, huh?
No, I've passed 60. So, no, really, tomorrow is 61. 61. Golly, I am older than trees. My daughter is right. I do want to say that in cooperation with the Enid Public Schools, Dr. Darrell Floyd, and head coach Steve Hayes, we put together a Enid Plainsman Coaches Show, and that's been airing on Channel 11 here on the Enid Television Network this week. And so every Monday after the Friday football game, I'll sit down with the coach and we'll talk high school football. We've recorded the first show, and it's been airing this week. So after the Ponca City game on Friday, we'll come back to the studio on Monday morning, record another show, talk about that game. And then the first home game will be September 11, Sand Springs, so we'll talk about that. So anyway, we have a Enid Plainsman college football show with highlights and interviews with the coach. That's airing on Channel 11. So we're excited to do that in cooperation with the Enid Public Schools. So what's next, Sara? No more football talk.
Yes, no more football talk. I like that. Now, if you're looking for big plans like Raquel and Steve for this weekend, here's Raquel with what's going on.
Good morning, Enid. We have some great events going on in Enid this weekend. We have the Turkey Strip Gala this weekend at the Convention Hall. This will be Saturday at 6 p.m. at Convention Hall, and this is the fundraising event with the 20s theme. Also, we will be having the Enid Roller Girls, and this will be at the Enid Event Center Saturday at 7 p.m. And the tickets are $10 in advance or $15 that same day. And I know we had the Roller Girls just recently, so it'd be great to support them and be out there. And as always, we invite you to go to visitenid.org to find more great events going on in Enid and around any area. So that's what's going on in Enid this weekend.
The Enid Roller Derby Girls. That was a fun show that we did a couple weeks ago.
It was. They're a lot of fun. I actually did say I wanted to go check out their next show here. So
that's Saturday.
That's Saturday,
you better
yes.
get ready. 7:39. Good morning, Enid. Thank you for joining us. I'd like to remind you that at 8 o'clock on top of the hour, we're going to have the interview that I did with Senator James Langford. And no matter what you think of the senator, he represents us, and I think it was a very enlightening interview that I had to do with the senator. So that's coming up at 8 o'clock this morning. So again, mostly clear skies, a beautiful sunrise, holding steady at 68 degrees. And if you have any suggestions, we need to check the mailbox with our cows.
Yes, bring out the cows.
There they are.
Yes, remember, if you have any birthdays, any recommendations, anything that you want to see on the show, email us at asksteve@enid.org. We're missing your picture up there. It's your birthday. And Raquel's.
No, that's good. No, that's
there
good.
it is.
Yeah.
So
That's tomorrow, folks. So I accept old coins, stock certificates, and just cash. No need for
no gift cards.
No need for socks or anything like that. Just give me old coins and cash. We got to stay focused on the show.
Well, remember, if you have any vacations, also send them to asksteve@enid.org. Anything else you like?
No? What kind of cows were those? Remember?
I don't remember.
Holsteins.
They all look the same to me.
Well,
they're all white with little black dots.
Those are Holsteins, and they're our cows. Anyway, seriously, folks, we'd like to hear from you. Just send us a note, give us a call, and we'll go from there. 7:41. Looking forward to our special guest this morning, because this is one of many difference makers that we have in the community. And with our special guest here at 7:41 on this Thursday morning, September 3rd, is Jomara. Jomara?
Good morning, Enid. Once again, thank you, Steve and Sara. Happy birthday to Steve again. Our special guest this morning is Pamela Ballard, and she's the Executive Director with the local United Way office in Enid. Good morning, Pamela.
Good morning.
Thank you for being with us.
My pleasure.
United Way. I know that many people have heard United Way before, but can you tell us more what you guys do for the community, how long you've been in the community?
Yes. So United Way is part of actually an international organization. But what is important to note is while we are part of an international organization, 99 cents of every dollar that is raised in our community stays in our community. So we are a nonprofit organization, an umbrella organization that raises money for many different nonprofit organizations right here in our community. So we're governed completely by local people here in our community, and those people then visit different organizations in our community to see what needs are most important to the folks who live here, and then decide where those funds are distributed. So last year we raised in excess of $1 million and did so many incredible things here to help the people in our community who need it most.
Wonderful. Thank you for explaining. I know it's the time of the year where it's your big fundraiser.
Yes.
And this year's campaign, the theme is Learning to Give, Living United.
Yes.
And I heard that there's a very, very cool competition
Yes, a very sweet competition
going on
Yes.
between the Enid Public Schools and the City of Enid.
Yes, so Dr. Darrell Floyd, Superintendent of Enid Public Schools, is our campaign chair. And there's a competition when we had our summer intern here. She did this competition when she was in school, so she thought it'd be fun. So everyone has these little containers of M&Ms. So after they eat their M&Ms, they are to bring them back filled with coins. And so the idea was to have the employees of the Enid Public Schools compete with the employees of the City of Enid to see who could bring back the most coins. And so whoever wins, whether it's Enid Public Schools or the City of Enid, the leader of each of those groups, they're going to have to perform a task that may not be within their comfort zone. So that would be if the City of Enid wins, which I think everyone in this room thinks they're going to win.
Right.
Then Dr. Floyd will be on a sanitation truck for a while. And then if Enid Public Schools wins, then Gerald Gilbert, the city manager, will be teaching a kindergarten class.
Oh my, so both of them will be out of their comfort zones.
Exactly, yes. And the winner will be announced at the first home football game on September 11th. That will be our official campaign kickoff. It'll be announced during halftime and the students will be helping with that announcement.
Well, thank you for explaining that. I know that my son came home with his little tube of M&Ms too,
great.
and I have mine, and I told him we're gonna win.
You're the second family I've heard say that, so yes, in-house rivalry.
Yeah, so we'll see how that goes. But the important thing is it's for a nice cause, and you know, like you mentioned, the money stayed within the community to help several organizations.
It is. We find on a regular basis we have 15 what we refer to as partner agencies. And we focus on education, health, and building financial stability for the families in our community. And then we do separate grants on an annual basis to about 8 to 10 other agencies, all nonprofits. And we vet these organizations, we review their financials, we do on-site visits to make sure that the programs we're funding are actually doing what they say that they're doing. It's so heartwarming to know, to be part of such an incredible organization that helps so many people. These agencies performed almost 500,000 acts of service last year, which is incredible. That's meals served or nights of lodging, hours of counseling, pharmaceutical services, different kinds of health care services. It's really amazing what happens just within our community, and the people are so generous.
Now, Pamela, how can someone help? For those that are watching at home that may be new to the community, how can we help? I know that there are pledge cards, but also several activities going on. So if you can explain to us how the pledge card work, or if there's another way, if someone doesn't have a pledge card but wants to help, how can they do that?
There are several ways they can do it, and the most common is if you are listening and you're an employer or an employee, you can call and ask that your business be included. It can be a one-person office or 500 people, it doesn't matter. But that's the most common, and the easiest way to do it is through payroll deduction or just doing a one-time gift. And it's very simple. We just have pledge cards where you can just put your name, address, and if your employer does do payroll deduction, you can have as little as 50 cents a week or a paycheck taken out. And people always say, well, that doesn't seem like anything, I can't afford to give. But over the period of a year, that's $13 or that's $26. And that amount is enough to change a life. That can help shelter someone, feed someone for a week. And I always say, if you're that person and someone would come up to you and say, did you know when I was at my lowest point that you actually took care of me and my children for a week? You fed us, you sheltered us, you took care of us. I mean, how would you feel? I mean, you would say, that was the best $25 I spent last year. That was the best $50 I spent. And you didn't even miss it from your paycheck. And that's why I say, you know, no gift is too small, and everyone has a chance to be a hero through giving. And so payroll deduction is the best. So if you're an employer or employee and you want to get involved, just call our office and we will deliver these. And you just fill them out and bring them back to us. And like I said, you can either just do a one-time gift. We never contact you otherwise except just to say thank you or to invite you to an event. We don't solicit you any other time for donations. But that's the easiest way, or you can just write a check, and we'd be happy to give you our address. Our address may be on the screen right now, but it's Post Office Box 5828, zip code 73702, or call us at 580-237-0821.
Okay, well, thank you. I know that many people want to help, but they don't know how to. So I'm glad that you explained to them how they can reach you. Again, you can also visit unitedwayenid.org, or the phone number is 580-237-0829. And you can look at the screen. The information is just up. Again, you can contact Pamela Ballard or anyone in the office.
Yes.
They will be willing to listen to you, and so that you can help the community.
Yes, and we're also starting a mentoring program this year called Coach a Kid. So it's a great opportunity for people to get involved, donate 30 minutes or an hour of their time each week, and really make an impact on young people's lives that will last them a lifetime. And that we're really excited about that program as well. we also have different opportunities throughout the year for people to get involved that way as well.
Well, thank you, Pamela, for being with us this morning. It looks like United Way in Enid is working very hard in this community, making positive changes. So if you want to be a part of that, just contact them. We appreciate your time here.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for watching at home. And now back to you, Steve and Sara.
Thank you, Jomara. Good morning, Enid. It's 7:50, holding steady at 68 degrees, and again, going to be a warm one, a high of 97. I'm not one to correct Pam. You know, she's always right on track. However, for those of you, the Enid Public Schools that are watching, those M&M containers, you're supposed to fill those up with pennies, okay? Just pennies only, and return those back. That's one thing that Pam failed to mention to you, because we're returning them with quarters, okay? So I just want to give you specific information. Return those things, Enid Public Schools, with pennies in them, okay? Got it? And that way we'll keep everything nice and fair. So I just wanted, you know, Pam failed to forget that key ingredient. So you did not hear it here first, but anyway, so.
I'm glad you caught it, Steve.
Yeah, that's why I woke up this morning. I just want to set the record straight, and because we want to be fair about this, that's for sure. Okay, Steve, go back to sleep right now. It's 7:51. Thank you for joining us. And Sara, what's up next?
Yes, next we have our department head video, and we have Dan Onosorge.
Hello, I'm Dan Onosorge, Director for the Enid Woodring Regional Airport, owned by the City of Enid, Oklahoma. We're open every day of the year, have a manned control tower, a great restaurant in the terminal building, and this fall we will dedicate the extension of our main runway, which will give you 8,000 feet of usable hard surface. If Enid's Woodring Regional Airport can be of assistance to you, or if I can be of service to you, please contact me at the number provided on our website. Thank you.
That is Ono. Now you know why we don't say Dan Onosorge or whatever. We just call him Ono. He's our airport director, does a great job, and some exciting things happening out there. So, in case you missed the Oklahoma Minute earlier this morning, Derrick is back with us to kind of give us the snapshot of some of the news that happened overnight with the Oklahoma Minute. Derrick?
Thank you, Steve. The Oklahoma City Council adopted a policy for policy use of body-worn cameras. The pilot program will begin soon to test 100 cameras. Because of an increase in births beginning in 2008, Enid Public Schools is focusing on a 2016 bond program totaling $64.6 million. OG&E announced that residential customers should save about $5 a month because of lower natural gas prices. Today, Oklahoma State University will be playing Central Michigan in Michigan at 6 p.m. And Saturday, OU plays Akron in Norman at 6 p.m. Tomorrow, our high school, Enid Plainsman, will play the Wildcats in Ponca City at 7 p.m. and Chisholm Longhorns will play the O'King Whippets in Enid at 7 p.m. And that's the Oklahoma Minute. Back to you, Steve and Sara.
Are you ready for some football?
I think everyone is.
I wore my football socks yesterday.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, my daughter, for my ancient birthday that's coming up, she knows how I somehow like socks. She found some socks with a bunch of footballs on them.
You know, I know why people here like football so much. Yesterday I was driving down, I don't remember what street, but there was a school down that street, and I think it was an elementary school, and the kids looked like about, I'm going to say second, third graders, and they were practicing football.
Yeah.
Like, children don't have an option here. They just got to like football.
No, it happens. It happens. 7:53, good morning, Enid. Thank you for joining us on this Thursday, September 3rd. And again, to find out what's going on for the weekend, which will be here in just a moment, Raquel is back. Raquel?
Good morning again, Enid. I just wanted to remind you guys that it was Friday, not Saturday, that the Turkey Strip will be having their gala, and it'll be at 6:30 p.m. at the convention hall, and this will be a 20s theme party, and this is their annual fundraising event. So if you're able to go out and support this cause, you still have time to get some tickets. Also, the Enid Roller Derby girls will be competing against Central Arkansas. That will be Saturday at 7 p.m. at the Enid Event Center, and tickets are $10 in advance or $15 that same day. And as always, we invite you to go to visitenid.org to find other great events going on around in the community. So that's what's going on this weekend.
Okay, Raquel, thank you very much. Would like to remind everybody that we're continuing to look for our hometown talent. As you know, for the last few weeks, we've been looking for students in grades 1 through 12. If you sing, play an instrument, recite, anything, any talent, we'd like to get you on television. So contact us at the number at 540-8918. And if you have a student that wants to really showcase their talent, please contact us and we will record you here at the Enid Television Network studio, and we'll put you on channel 11. And you know, because a lot of students, Sarah, they are in a church choir or they're in school choir. This is an opportunity to be on TV. So call us at 540-8918, grades 1 through 12, and we'll record you and put you on television. So, okay, well, a hot one today, high 97, and the forecast.
Yes,
for the weekend.
In case you missed it this weekend, I mean earlier, this weekend's going to be a hot one, but it's not going to go over 100. So a hot one, but a nice one. If you have any plans this weekend.
Okay. Well, it's 7:56. Thank you for joining us. Again, our winds are out of the south-southeast. For those of you keeping track, around just a slight 8 miles per hour, but holding steady at 68 degrees. And one of our favorite portions of the show is always our effort to help adopt a pet. And we want to show our little animal control pet promo at this time.
Are you wanting to bring home a new family member, but you don't know where to look? There's a shelter pet who wants to meet you. Meet one today. Come by the Enid Animal Shelter or visit our Facebook page. Adopt.
We have been very successful, Sarah, thanks to the Enid community for adopting a lot of pets. And so please check out Animal Control at 249-4910. There was this cutest puppy named Little Ann at the City Commission meeting Tuesday night. It was kind of one of those Labrador mix. It was just the cutest little guy. And you just look at that guy thinking, you know, he needs to be in a home instead of at City Commission meeting. But anyway, we encourage you to 249-4910. And I'd like to mention, if you want to help out in the United Way or get involved in any type of campaign, I'm doing this for Pam only, 237-0821. That's 237. As you can see the number there, you can contact Pam. And again, if you have any questions about a campaign. So, well, Sarah, it's almost time to say goodbye. You got about 3 seconds. So what do you want to say?
Well, I just want to say I'm really excited we had this show. You sometimes forget what United Way is all about, so it's really good to have that reminder. I think we all need it sometimes.
That's true. Pennies for Enid Public Schools, nickels for the City of Enid employees, and it's all in friendly competition. Make it a great day. Thanks for joining us.